Good afternoon.
Afternoon, everyone. A bit of a tighter schedule than normal today, so we are just going to do 10 minutes broadcasters and then 10 minutes written before we have to disappear. So bear with us as we try and speed through. Ian, why don't you go first?
Antonio, hello there. You've been charged by the FA with misconduct after being sent off against Swansea. Will you contest the charge, or will you accept it and pay the fine?
No, I think it's right to accept, and to pay the fine. And as I said after the game, and you know very well what happened. But if the referee took this decision, I have to respect, and I want to respect this decision and also to pay this fine.
What have you learned from the experience?
No, I hope also that the referee to learn something about this, because I repeat, for me, Swansea was wasting time, and I think that in this case the referee has to try to protect the team that wants to win, wants to play football, wants to try to win the game. I think only this, and I repeat, I was angry because despite twice I said to the fourth official, look, because they are wasting a lot of time. Yeah, at that time was a bit, I shout this, and but I repeat, I accept the decision of the referee.
Will it change you at all? Will it change your manner? Will you be more careful in future?
But for what? For this? No.
Will you hold something back?
No, but I think, I hope in the future that, I'll tell to my players to go on the pitch and to try to tell this to the referee. Yeah.
So it won't change what you do?
I change this. I'll try to avoid to suggest this to the fourth official, and I'll change because I'll go to my players to push them to tell this to the referee. Yeah.
You rested players against Swansea. You rested Azpilicueta. You rested Hazard and Bakayoko. Have they all benefited from not playing or not starting?
But in this period, in this busy period, it's very important to have the rotations and to give the rest to all players. And I think it was positive because we won the game, and good answer from all my players. And but for sure, I repeat, when the period is so busy, this is a necessity to have rotations in your team.
It was the first time that Azpilicueta hadn't played in the Premier League for a very long time. He'd played 74 consecutive Premier League matches. How did he take not starting the game? Was he okay?
Yeah.
Accepted it?
Yeah, but it's normal. I repeat, when you have to play 4 competitions in one season, and it's normal. It's normal to have this type of rotations, and it's right for every player to accept my decision. I try in every game to make the best decision, to lose our balance. To try to be effective in every game, to try to win every game despite the rotations. But I repeat, I trust my players. I believe in my players, and for this reason, I want to give them the chance to show me that they deserve to play.
How did your squad look for this weekend against Newcastle? Do you have any concerns?
No, but Luiz and Musonda are out, and yeah, Batshuayi, Kennedy, they have just started to work with us. They need a bit of time to find the best physical condition, but at the same time, I think that it's important to be back with us. Yeah.
Just update us with David Luiz. Is he back training yet? What's his situation?
No, and now he's having treatment in his knee. Yeah.
And how long do you think it might be before he's available?
How long? It's not simple. It's not simple now to understand how much longer is this injury. But at the same time, I think the doctor is doing the best to try to recover him very, very soon.
I'm sure you're aware that there have been reports this week that he apparently doesn't think he's got a future at Chelsea, that some kind of deal has been agreed with Real Madrid. What can you tell us? What do you say to all of that?
And this week?
Yeah.
No, I must be honest. I don't read because I don't have time to read because we are playing every 3 days, and for this reason my focus is on the pitch to prepare in the right way my team. But as you know very well. These are speculations in this period, we pass from my sacking to to the Real Madrid. We are very fast, no, to pass in these two different situations. But I repeat, my focus is only on Chelsea, and I'm totally committed for this club and for my players.
Rafael Benitez is coming back to Stamford Bridge for the first time since he was in charge here. How would you describe your relationship with Rafa Benitez when you were in Italy? Is it true you didn't get on very well? There were some comments between the two of you when you were at Juventus and he was at Napoli?
No, this is not true. This is not true, and I think Rafa Benitez did a great job in his time with Napoli. Yeah. Then I remember when I was the coach of the national team, and I went to watch the training session of Napoli, and also to talk with him, to stay with him. No, good relationship. I think he's a good manager. He won a lot in his career. He's a really good manager, and I have a great respect for him.
He won the Europa League when he was here at Chelsea. He was only here for 7 months, but not all the fans liked him. Do you think Chelsea fans should respect what he achieved during his time at the club?
Yeah, I think that Rafa in his spell, in Chelsea spell, I think he did well, because to win Europa League is not simple. I remember when Chelsea won Europa League. Yeah, I think it's right always to give respect, no? To give respect. Also, if for a long time, and the coach was the coach of your opponent, no? I think for this reason, because Rafa Benitez was the coach for many years of Liverpool, no? I think only for this, but I think our fans great also in these circumstances.
Okay, we can just do two more, please.
Antonio, Mauricio Pochettino said yesterday it's going to be very difficult for Spurs to close the gap with Manchester City. There's 11 points that separate Chelsea from the league leaders. With the way Man City are playing at the moment, is it possible for Chelsea or other teams in the league to close that gap and get closer to Guardiola's side?
Yeah, but I think that it's right. It's right to believe. It's right to trust. To catch them up, and it's right. It's right to think this. It's right for the mentality. It's right because in every game we must have the right decide, the right win, the right will to fight and to try to catch them up. But at the same time, in this moment, it's very difficult. No, it's very difficult to, for many reasons. Also because they are having a good result at the end of the games, for many times. But this show great will, no, from Manchester City to push until the end and to win the game. But I repeat, we have to look at ourselves, to go game by game. I think it's right to see which team stay before over you, and then to try to catch this team, and then after this to have another target. Yeah, I think it's right for our team to have this target.
Simon, last question, please, this session.
Antonio, just a general question about the January transfer window. I know you sort of not talked about who's coming in, but can you guarantee that no players will be leaving, given the size of your squad? You're not looking to get rid of any of your players?
But I think this moment is very early to talk about this topic. I think this is not right. We are in December. There is 1 month to play, and I think that now it's very important to be focused and to go game by game, to try to put all ourselves for Chelsea and to try to do our best. Then when it will be the moment of transfer market, and we can start to speak about this.
Okay, thanks. Cameras off, please. We'll move to written. Thank you.